Subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get all notification.
Hello students, you know we are discussing the basis of classification that are used for animal kingdom. Animal kingdom किन basis पे classify किया गया है हम उनके बारे में discussion कर रहे हैं. Here these are the basis: level of organization, body symmetry, germ layers, body cavity, segmentation and notochord. These are the some bases on which the kingdom Animalia is classified. Out of these, the first three, that is level of organization, body symmetry and germ layer, these three were already discussed in our previous video. So I think that is clear to you all. यहाँ तक हम discussion कर चुके हैं. Now in today's video we will discuss the next class basis, that is the body cavity or coelom. We can call it coelom also. तो अब हम बात करेंगे बॉडी कैविटी या सीलोम की. ओके, जब हम बात कर रहे हैं बॉडी कैविटी और सीलोम, इसका क्या मतलब है? पहले हमें ये समझने की जरूरत है कि व्हाट डज इट मींस, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ बॉडी कैविटी और सीलोम. This cavity that means that is the cavity is known as which is present between the body wall. Suppose this is the body wall and we are assuming that this is the body wall and this is the gut wall. This outer one is the body wall and this inner one is the gut wall. Alimentary canal की जो हमारे lining है, that is the gut wall. So in between these two walls, this space, जो खाली space यहाँ पे है, this space is known as cavity. इस space को हम बोल रहे हैं cavity. This cavity can be of different type. In some organism, this cavity can be present, and in some organism, this cavity could not be present. So, on the basis of the presence or absence of this cavity, the organisms are classified or grouped into different groups. हम अलग-अलग groups या अलग-अलग type के animals के बारे में बात करेंगे. First is a coelomate. Acoelomate. Means without. These are the organisms in which the coelom is not present or the body cavity is not present. So we can say that these are the without body cavity, without coelom. तो यहाँ पे इन ऑर्गेनिज्म के अंदर सीलोम प्रेजेंट नहीं होती. The example of such type of organisms are the Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes are the organisms which are considered as a coelomate because in this type of organism the body cavity is not present. Now what happens with this body cavity? Why it is not present? This body cavity, this empty space is filled with by the specific cells. यहाँ पे cells जो है, mesodermal cells जो है, they will fill this cavity. So there is no empty space, no hollow space is present. That's why these organisms are known as a coelomate. Here you can see in the diagram also. This is the coelomate organism. Here you can see that outer membrane is the ectoderm. Then inside inner membrane is the endoderm, and in between this ectoderm and endoderm, the mesoderm is also present. So there is no chance for the presence of any cavity-like structure. So such kind of organism in which body cavity is not present, coelom is not present, they are known as a coelomate. An example is Platyhelminthes. तो जहाँ पे भी ये स्पेस प्रेजेंट नहीं होगा, कैविटी प्रेजेंट नहीं होगी, उसे हम असेलोमेट कह देंगे. सेकेंड टाइप के ऑर्गेनिज्म जो है, दे आर नॉन एज स्यूडोसीलोमेट. Second category here is pseudocoelomate. Now what does it mean? का means without and pseudo means false. Pseudo means false, means in this organism the false coelom is present. So false coelom is present. Coelom is there but it's not a regular coelom. As you can see that here this empty space is empty, but suppose that here this empty space is filled by some cells, but these cells are not regularly present. They are lined at some places or they are present in scattered manner. यानी कि अगर scattered form में होगी, कहीं-कहीं में mesodermal cells अगर present हैं, then this type of coelom is known as pseudocoelom. Then we call it pseudocoelom. So this is the category where we can say that the coelom is present, but it's not regular. The mesodermal cells are scattered in the cavity. That's why this coelom, this cavity is known as pseudocoelom. And the example of such type of organisms are Platyhelminthes. They have the pseudocoelom. As you can see, the diagram of pseudocoelomate, here the outer membrane, ectoderm, inner membrane, endoderm, and in between this is the scattering of the mesodermal cells. Mesoderm जो cells है वो scattered form में present है, and in this way they are making a pseudocoelom. Now let's move on to the third category, that is the coelomate. This means the third category of the organism, that is coelomate organism. These are the organisms where the true coelom is present. जहाँ पे true coelom present होगी, they are known as coelomate organism, and this true coelom is lined by the mesodermal cell. mesodermal cell से lined होगी. तो एक अब simple diagram के through हम इसको देखते हैं. Again, this is the body wall. This is the body wall. ये हमने body wall draw किया है, and here inside this is the gut wall. Gut wall. And suppose what happened into this coelomate organism? This body wall is lined by the mesodermal cells. यहाँ पे mesodermal cells present होंगी, and in this way we can say that this is lined by the mesodermal cells. And here on the gut wall also we can say that mesodermal cells are present. So this coelom, this body cavity, is lined by the mesodermal cells, and the both side, from outer and inner side, दोनों ही तरफ से जो mesodermal cells है उन्होंने इस coelom को line किया हुआ है, cover किया हुआ है. This type of coelom is known as true coelom, and the organism in which this true coelom is found, they are known as coelomate organism. And the example of coelomate organisms are all the organisms which are after platyhelminthes, after SK helminthes, they are considered as coelomate, like Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. All these phylums are considered as coelomate. As you can see the diagram of the coelom, true coelom, here the ectoderm, endoderm is there, and the mesoderm is lining this body cavity at the both sides. So this is a coelom, true coelom. So here we discuss the three types of coelom. Acoelom, or the organisms can be called as acoelomate. Then second one is the pseudocoelomate, and the third one is the coelomate organism. Acoelomate where the coelom is not present, pseudocoelomate where the coelom is present but it's a false coelom, where the mesodermal cells are present in a scattered way or is not regularly lined. Whereas in the true coelomate organism, mesodermal cells line the coelom at the both sides. So this is about these three category of the coelom. Here we will consider one more type of coelom, that is known as hemocoelom. हम यहाँ पे एक और तरीके के coelom के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं जो कि कहलाती है hemocoelom. Heme to word है, it is showing the presence of blood. So this is a true coelom which is reduced form, which is present into the reduced form. So true coelom is reduced and then it is known as hemocoelom, and this type of reduced true coelom is filled with the blood. ये जो coelom होती है ये blood filled होती है, यहाँ पे blood की feeling हो जाएगी coelom के अंदर. That's why this coelom is known as hemocoelom, and the organisms are known as hemocoelomate organism. The example of such type of organisms are Arthropoda and Mollusca. Arthropoda और mollusca इसका बहुत best example है. In the case of Arthropoda, where the white and colorless blood is present, is filled into the body cavity, whereas into the mollusca, where the pigment of the blood is present and they filled with the bluish color blood. तो bluish color के blood से coelom जो है वो filled हो जाएगी. Actual है true coelom, but it's get filled with the blood. Then we call it hemocoelom, and organisms are considered as hemocoelomate. And example of such type of organisms are Arthropoda and Mollusca. So this is all about the coelom. Now let's move on to the next category or next basis of the classification, which is segmentation. So let's start segmentation. Segmentation means parts में divide होना. अगर हम एक common language में बात करें, segmentation is the process where the body can be divided externally or internally into different segments, and in segments के अंदर some organs can be present in repeated form. Such type of process is known as segmentation. In the case of earthworm, अगर हम example लेके बात कर रहे हैं segmentation की, तो यहाँ पे best example जो हम ले सकते हैं that is earthworm. That is a member of annelids. अगर हम earthworm का example लेके बात करते हैं, in the earthworm the body is divided externally as well as internally. दोनों ही way में body divided होती है. Externally जो division होता है body का, वो होता है एक special structure के through. Externally we can say externally the body is divided by the metamers. मेटामर्स के थ्रू डिवाइडेड होती है एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज नॉन एज मेटामेरिज्म. And in the case of earthworm, this segmentation or this metameric formations are known as segmentation metamerism. Okay, externally metamers के थ्रू हो रहा है, internally जो body divided होती है, internal जो segmentation है, it is by the septas. तो यहाँ पे septas present होते हैं and these septas divide the body into different segments. And metameric segmentation is found into the earthworm where some organs are also found in repeated form. So ये बात हुई earthworm की. अगर हम vertebrates का example लेके बात कर रहे हैं, in case of vertebrates also the segmentation is present and this segmentation is internal segmentation. Internal segmentation है, like vertebrates के cases में अगर हम बात करें, the vertebrates are internally segmented. अलग-अलग parts में segments में divided है vertebrates. That is the example of internal segmentation, whereas ribs also considered as internal segmentation. So in the case of human being, internal segmentation is present, whereas in the case of arthropoda, अगर हम arthropoda में देखें तो वहाँ पे external segmentation मिलता है. The body is divided externally, head, thorax and abdomen. तीन पार्ट में body divided है and this segmentation, ये जो segments बन रहे हैं, these are the external segments. Internally body is not divided into these segments, but externally the body is divided. So this type of condition, this type of means condition where the body is repeatedly divided into different segments, it is known as segmentation or metamerism. तो इसके लिए हम metamerism word भी यूज कर सकते हैं. And the segments which are forms are known as metamers. तो यहाँ पे हमने metamers word भी यूज किया. Internally it can be divided by the septas. So this is about segmentation. Now let's discuss the next basis, which is notochord. Next basis की बात कर रहे हैं, notochord. Notochord is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure. Mesodermally derived एक rod-like structure है जो embryonic life के अंदर develop हो जाती है. At the dorsal side, we have two sides. One is the ventral and another one is the dorsal. तो हमारी जो dorsal side होती है, यहाँ पे एक rod-like structure present होती है and this rod-like structure is known as notochord. Some organism has this notochord at throughout its life and some has this notochord at only some of their life. कुछ life के कुछ time पे होती है या फिर embryonic stage में ही present होती है. And some do not have notochord at all. कुछ में notochord present नहीं भी होती. So on the basis of presence of this rod-like structure, it's a rod-like structure and it's a mesodermal origin. इसका जो origin होता है वो mesoderm से होता है, तो हम कह सकते हैं it's a mesodermal origin, rod-like structure है and it could be present or it could be absent. If notochord is present, then these organisms are known as chordate, and if notochord is not present, then the organisms are known as non-chordates. So this is about the different bases of classification. We discussed all the bases here. Now let's take a look on the outline of the classification of animal kingdom. So now we will see how the animal kingdom is classified into different phylum. एक हम outline discuss करते हैं. After that we will discuss all the phylums in the detail. See the outline of classification of animal kingdom. Animal kingdom is broadly classified into two groups on the basis of the presence of notochord. If the notochord is present, then the organisms are known as chordate, and if notochord is not present in any stage of their life, यानी कि life की किसी stage में भी कभी भी अगर notochord present नहीं है, then these organisms are known as non-chordate. तब हम उन्हें बोलेंगे non-chordate. So here are two main groups, non-chordates and chordates, on the basis of presence of notochord. Now let's see how these two groups are further divided. कैसे इन्हें हमने further divide किया है? Here we include different phylums. These are the phylums of the animal kingdom. The phylum which are included into the non-chordates. The first is Porifera. Porifera जिसके अंदर हम स्पॉन्जेस के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. Then Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes means the flat worm. Then Aschelminthes means round worm. We will study about that. Annelids. Annelids में हम लीचीज और इस तरीके के ऑर्गेनिज्म के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. अर्थवर्म जिनके अंदर सेगमेंटेशन होता है. Then Arthropoda जिसमें हम इंसेक्ट्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. And then Mollusca. Mollusca में जहाँ पे shells present है and ऐसे ऑर्गेनिज्म, श्रिम्प हो गया, ऑक्टोपस हो गया, we will discuss about these organisms into mollusca. Next is Echinodermata. So these are the different phylum. Here we can include one more, that is Hemichordata. तो यहाँ पे next हम include करेंगे Hemichordata को भी. Hemichordata is the link between the non-chordate and chordates. ये link की तरह काम कर रहा है. It has some features related with the chordate and more features are related with the non-chordate. So this is another phylum, Hemichordata. Now let's move on to the chordates. Chordates are the organism which bear notochord. Means notochord is present in their life. चाहे वो पूरी life हो या फिर life की किसी भी stage में present हो, then they are known as chordate. This chordate is further divided into different groups that are urochordate, cephalochordate, and vertebrate. Urochordates are the organism where the notochord is present only at the larval tail. Larval stage में tail में present होती है. These are known as urochordate. Whereas in the cephalochordate head to tail present है. Notochord head से लेके tail तक present है. And the vertebrates are the organism in which the notochord is present throughout their life. These vertebrates are further divided into the different divisions. यहाँ पे vertebrates को different divisions में divide किया गया है. These are the divisions of these vertebrates, and this division is done on the basis of presence of jaw. Jaw bones की presence पे division है. If the organism do not have the jaw or jaw lacking होगा, jaw less होगा, then this is considered as the agnathostomatas. Agnathostomates or agnatostomata we can call it. Another where they bear the jaw, जहाँ पे jaw bearing organisms होंगे, animals होंगे, they are known as gnathostomes or gnathostomata. So this is the two divisions, agnathostomates and gnathostomatas. These are the two divisions. These divisions further divided into the superclass. इन division को further divide किया गया है super classes के अंदर. These are the super classes, and this division is done on the basis of presence of locomotory organ. If locomotory organs is present in the form of fins की form में present है, then they are considered into the class, super class, that is the Pisces. तो उसे हम Pisces के अंदर include करेंगे. And if the locomotory organs are the means foot-like structure है जो movement में help करे, then we consider it tetrapoda. The superclass is tetrapoda. These Pisces are further divided into different classes on the basis of presence of that skeleton is bony or cartilaginous. किस तरीके का skeleton है उसके basis पे bony skeleton है, then we call it bony fishes or cartilaginous. These are the fish and the depend on the skeletal structure. So bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes, they are included into this group. And whereas this tetrapoda is further divided into the four classes, that is amphibia, reptiles, apes, and mammals. So these are the outline of the classification of animal kingdom. Now we will discuss about all these phylums in more detail, and we'll start from the first one, which is Porifera. So in our next video, we will study or discuss about the characteristics and the animals which are included into the phylum Porifera. So keep watching, keep studying, and keep learning.